Do you ever wonder if your cat truly loves you? Or if they're just tolerating you until mealtime? Does my cat love me? It's the age-old question that has puzzled cat owners for generations. Because one moment they're purring and rubbing against you, clawing at your door in the morning trying to be let in, and the next they're giving you the cold shoulder, walking away and wanting nothing to do with you. Cats are mysterious creatures, and their behavior can leave us scratching our heads. But what if science could give us the answers we've been searching for? In today's video, we're diving into the science of cat affection. We'll explore the surprising ways cats show love, and how you can tell if a cat is genuinely fond of you. Have you heard of the saying, absence makes the heart grow fonder? We often miss those we love when they're not around. But do cats feel the same way about us? Well, in 2019, researchers at Oregon State University wanted to find out. They adapted a classic psychology experiment called the secure base test, originally used to study how infants bond with their caregivers. Here's how it worked. A cat and their owner enter a new and unfamiliar room together. The owner quietly leaves and lets the cat explore the room on its own. The owner then returns after a short absence. The big question was, how does a cat react when their human comes back? Well, out of the 70 cats tested, about 65% showed signs of secure attachment. This means that when their owners returned, the cats greeted them warmly, they felt reassured, and they confidently went back to exploring the room. It's similar to how a child might act when their parent comes back. They're happy to see them and they feel safe to play again. On the flip side, around 35% of cats showed insecure attachment behaviors. These cats might cling to their owner or act indifferent when they come back. What's fascinating is that these results were consistent among kittens and adult cats, suggesting that attachment styles are long-lasting. And the study's percentages are strikingly similar to studies done in humans and dogs. But there's even more. In 2020, a study published in PLOS ONE found that 13.5% of cats showed signs of separation anxiety. When their owners went away, the cats showed signs of destructive behavior, like scratching furniture or knocking things over, excessive vocalization like frequent meowing, peeing outside the litter box, and reduced activity and social withdrawal. These behaviors suggest that cats can indeed experience stress when they're separated from us, much like other social animals. So what does this mean for you and your feline friend? Well, if your cat follows you around the house, curls up next to you, or meows at you, chances are they see you more than just a food provider. They view you as a source of comfort and security, a clear sign of cat affection. It's time to get hormonal. Not really, but let's talk about feline neurochemistry, or what's going on inside your cat's brain. Cortisol is often dubbed the stress hormone, and as we just talked about, cats, like humans, can experience stress, especially when they're separated from their favorite humans. And in 2022, a study published in the journal Animals wanted to see how different social interactions affected cats. So they measured the urinary cortisol levels in cats in different situations to see how it affected them. And they found that when cats were separated from their owners or had less social interaction, their cortisol levels went up. There was a few individual differences between the cats, as expected, but again, this is more evidence that suggests that separation isn't just a minor annoyance for cats. It can actually be a genuine source of stress. If your cat seems a bit off when you're not around, their body might be reacting physically to your absence. What about the flip side? Well, you've probably heard of the hormone oxytocin, sometimes called the love hormone. It's a chemical that fosters social bonding and emotional connection in both animals and humans. While dogs have kind of hogged the spotlight in oxytocin research, cats are finally getting some attention. In 2014, Dr. Paul Zak conducted a pilot study to see how humans interacting with cats affected oxytocin levels. Here's what happened. Cats had their saliva collected before and after a play session with their owners. And the researchers looked for changes in those oxytocin levels to measure emotional bonding. The results showed that after playing with their owners, cats had on average an increase in 12% oxytocin levels. Now, while cats didn't have as dramatic as a response as dogs did, 57%. The 12% increase in cats is still statistically significant. It means that positive interactions with us does spark feelings of affection and bonding in our feline friends. And guess what? The oxytocin boost goes both ways. When we cuddle, play, or just hang out with our cats, our own oxytocin levels can also rise. This leads to feelings of relaxation, happiness, and fosters a stronger emotional connection. It's a win-win. Understanding the neurochemical basis of our relationship with cats is important because it highlights that they're not just indifferent roommates living with us, and they actually have the capacity for genuine emotional bonds with us. The oxytocin release shows that cats do feel connected to us on a deeper level, while the elevated cortisol levels show that they can miss us when we're gone. So the next time your cat greets you at the door or snuggles up to you, Remember, there's real science behind the affection. Have you ever wondered if your cat would choose you over their favorite toy? Well, believe it or not, science says that they would actually choose you. Contrary to the stereotype that cats are aloof and they only care about us when it's feeding time, recent research shows that cats may actually prefer humans over other temptations, including their food. In a 2017 study published in Behavioral Processes, researchers wanted to find out what cats prefer the most: human interaction, food, their favorite toy, or a new interesting smell. And guess what they found? Human interaction tops the list. While individual cats had their own preferences, a significant number chose spending time with their humans, especially their owners, over everything else, including food. So what does this mean? It means that your cat is not just hanging around with you because you feed them. They genuinely enjoy your company and might even choose you over dinner. That's a pretty powerful sign of affection. And if that wasn't enough, a study in Animal Cognition in 2013 found that cats can actually recognize the voices of their owners, and they respond to it more positively compared to a stranger's voice. Cats in this study reacted more noticeably, like moving their ears or head more, when they heard their owner's voice versus a stranger's. This shows that cats not only recognize us, but they prefer us over strangers. And it's kind of similar to how they act in the wild, choosing certain feline friends based on positive previous social interactions. But it's not just about recognition, it's also about the time that they choose to spend with us. A 2021 study published in Animals found that cats actually choose to seek us out to spend time with us. You've probably noticed your cat staying close to you, following you from room to room, which means that they're not just tolerating our presence, they actively seek us out. Whether it's curling up next to you on the couch or nudging you for attention, they're making a conscious choice to be near you, which means your cat enjoys your company and chooses to be around you because they like you, not just because you're there. This group of studies kind of flips the script on this idea that cats are aloof and solitary and indifferent. While they may not always wear their heart on their furry sleeves, their actions speak louder than words. And your feline friend might love you more than you actually realized. Have you ever noticed your cat acting different when you're happy or sad? Well, cats are more in tune with our emotions than we might think. Recent research shows that cats can actually pick up on our emotions and then adjust their behavior accordingly. In a fascinating study published in Animal Cognition, researchers wanted to find out if cats use their owner's emotional cues to decide how to react in new and unfamiliar situations, a concept known as social referencing. Here's what they did. 24 cats were introduced to a strange and potentially frightening object. It was a fan with plastic ribbons attached to it. And they had two different scenarios with the owners. One was positive and one was negative. In the positive scenario, the owners smiled, they used a cheerful tone, and they acted relaxed when they were around this fan. In the negative scenario, the owners displayed fearful facial expressions, they used a worried tone, and they acted apprehensive. And the researchers found that cats looked frequently back and forth between the object and their owners, as if they were checking to see how they should react, based on our reactions. When the owners were positive, about 79% of the cats approached the object. And when the owners were negative, the cats avoided the object or were very, very cautious. This tells us that cats are sensitive to our emotional expressions, and they actively engage with us on an emotional level, not just a physical one, which means our emotional well-being can directly affect our cat's behavior. So how can you use this information to improve your relationship with your cat? Well, maintain a happy and positive environment. When you're interacting with your cat, try to stay positive and relaxed, because your positive vibes can boost their confidence and mood. And if you're feeling stressed, be aware that your cat might be able to pick up on it. Taking steps to manage your stress can make the both of you feel better. And when communicating with your cat, pay attention to how it responds to your emotions. Once again, these insights challenge the stereotype that cats are aloof and independent. Cats are attuned to our emotions and can adjust their behavior accordingly. And they don't just share our living spaces, they share in our emotional experiences. So the next time you're feeling a certain way, remember that your cat could be feeling it too. A little extra affection could make a big difference for the both of you. Did you know that your cat's affection might be the result of thousands of years of evolution? Cats weren't always the cozy lap warmers that we know today. The journey from wild predators to beloved pets is a fascinating one. Here's the story. Unlike dogs, which humans actively domesticated, cats chose us. Around 9,000 to 10,000 years ago, wild cats started hanging around human settlements. Why? Because our grain stores were attracting rodents, and the rodents were attracting cats. And then natural selection came into play. The cats that were less fearful of humans had access to better food and shelter that we gave them. And over time, these friendly traits became more common. Basically, being nice to us helped them survive and thrive. In feral cat colonies, cats establish hierarchies, and they even cooperate in raising kittens sometimes. This is especially common when resources are abundant. This social flexibility made it easier for cats to include humans in their social circles. But it gets even more interesting. Scientists have found that domesticated cats actually have genetic differences to wild cats that actually make them more suited to living with humans. Research identified genes in domestic cats related to memory and fear conditioning and reward behaviors, and they found that these tweaks helped cats become more comfortable around us, allowing them to form better bonds with humans. These genetic adaptations mean that cats are not just tolerating us, they're actually wired to connect with us at an emotional level. And it goes even deeper. You probably know that cats use various behaviors like headbutting, rubbing, and grooming to communicate affection and establish social bonds. So the next time your cat snuggles up to you, remember that evolution has actually shaped cats to form bonds with humans. They've adapted their social behaviors to include us. And our bond with cats is the result of a long evolutionary journey spanning thousands of years. So now you know a bit about the research. What are actual practical signs that you can look out for to check if your cat truly loves you? Well, here's 10 of them. The slow blink, also called the cat kiss. When your cat's staring at you and then slowly closes its eyes and opens them, it's like a cat kiss. This is important because in the wild, closing your eyes makes you vulnerable. When a cat slow blinks at you, it means they trust you and they feel completely safe. What you should do is blink slowly back at them, which is a sign to tell them that you love them too. 2. Head bunting and rubbing. When your cat headbutts you or rubs their cheek against you, they're marking you with their scent and claiming you as part of their family. It's their way of saying you're mine and I love you. Number 3, the perfect sound. That soothing cat purr isn't just a random noise. A contented purr while nestled in your lap is often a sign of happiness and affection. Purring releases endorphins in cats and can even have a calming effect in humans. Number 4, following you around. Do you ever feel like you have a furry shadow? Well, if your cat follows you from room to room, they enjoy your company. And they're showing that they like being a part of whatever you're doing. Number 5, exposing their belly. The belly is one of the most vulnerable parts on a cat's body. If your cat rolls over and exposes their stomach to you, it's like the ultimate sign of trust. They feel secure enough to let their guard down completely in your presence. Number 6, kneading, sometimes called making biscuits. Kneading is when a cat rhythmically puts its paws in and out of a surface, usually a soft surface like your lap or a cushion. This behavior goes back to kittenhood, when the cats would knead their mother's belly to stimulate milk flow. Kneading is a self-soothing action, which indicates that your cat is happy and comfortable. Number 7, vocalizations. Adult cats rarely meow at other cats. If your cat directs their meows and chirps at you, it means they're engaging in a form of communication that is specifically reserved for humans. These vocalizations can express a range of emotions, from excitement to affection to just plain old asking for attention. Number 8, bringing gifts. It might not be your idea of a perfect Christmas present, but when your cat leaves a toy or a less than alive creature on your doorstep, they're exhibiting their natural hunting instincts and sharing their success with you. This gesture is a sign of camaraderie and trust. Number 9, tail talk. A cat's tail can be a really good barometer of their emotional state. A tail held upright with a slight twitch or a gentle curve at the top signifies a happy and affectionate cat. If they approach you with their tail in this position, they're expressing friendliness and love. Number 10, grooming you. Does your cat ever lick your hand or your hair? Well, grooming is how cats bond in the wild. Licking you means they see you as part of their family. You're part of the inner circle, so consider it a high honor. So yes, cats might be subtle, but they have their own ways of showing affection. By understanding these signs, you can deepen your bond with your cat and also appreciate all the interesting ways that a cat says, I love you. So there you have it, from attachment styles and brain chemistry to evolutionary history. The science shows that cats really do love us, maybe even more than we realized. They might be mysterious, but understanding these signs and quirks and the science behind them helps us appreciate the depth of the human-cat bond. So the next time your feline friend curls up to you or gives you a slow blink, you'll know that it's not just about food, it's also love. Thanks for watching. If you want more cat science, subscribe to the channel and check out this video next.